You are watching Channel Adrian TV.
Yo, YouTube, what up? We back. Y'all know me as y'all favorite uncle, Uncle Adrian. But before you get into today's video, y'all know what y'all need to do. Subscribe to this channel, like and comment on the videos. Also follow me on Rumble while I post. And if you see anything you want me to react to, sports, the dynamics between men and women, or an Ask Adrian question about your own personal life, please don't hesitate to reach out. My socials are in the description. Now, y'all, I know it's been a while, but I've been posting a lot on the Room 1031 channel with Maurice, so we're starting to get that back together, so make sure you follow that page. And I miss y'all, and I definitely want to get back to getting this channel up because the shorts are still going and it's getting me good traction, but I need to still get to full video content. So let's start with today's video about Lizzo's body change and how her views have changed on body positivity. As you may know, Lizzo for the last few years has been the main leader of the body positivity movement. Now, before I go into more depth, let's see the definition of body positivity so you can see why I'm going to tie in the body positivity movement with Lizzo and how her actions have now changed. Now, y'all, I'm going to put the description on the screen for y'all. Body positivity is a social movement that promotes the acceptance and appreciation of all bodies, regardless of size, shape, skin tone, gender, or physical ability. Now, I do get the idea of that message is not to discriminate people by how they look, but where I disagree is no one should want to be obese. Obesity should not be praised. Now, I'm not saying you sit there and make fun of people about that, but what I'm saying is what you need to do is diet, exercise, get the proper amount of sleep so you could be healthier and feel better about yourself. And the reason I say that is because Lizzo made a video that went viral about how she took off her clothes and she wasn't happy about herself. Now, I'm not going to put that full video up because that was a while ago and I couldn't really find it, but I'm going to leave the video in the description about how I think Good Morning America did a video on it. But in that video, she talks about how she didn't feel good about how her body looked and how her self-esteem was down. Now, in my personal opinion, it's because she was overweight. Now, like I said, I'm not saying you demonize people for being overweight or being obese, but at the end of the day, you're not going to feel good about it. And it's not a good thing for your body. Matter of fact, your body is telling you that that's why you are overweight, because you're either lacking in nutrition, exercise, rest, or all three. Now, why I disagree with the body positivity definition, it says the appreciation of all bodies regardless of shape and size. In other words, those are coy words about talking about obesity. In my personal opinion, you should not praise obesity. That's the issue. If I had a son or daughter and they were obese, that's the issue that me as a parent, I would want to change. The fact that people are overlooking that, like, there's nothing wrong with being okay with yourself. Like, for example, if I was obese, I wouldn't get mad at people for saying I'm not healthy because I'm overweight for my size. There's nothing wrong with that. But you may have seen the pictures of Lizzo now actually losing weight. And she even says how she feels more confident and her self-esteem is higher. Yes, it's because you're actually starting to work out. And that's my whole point. Like, I understand body positivity, but there is nothing positive about obesity, because I can remember in that video when she said she wasn't feeling good about herself because she was overweight. Now that she's losing weight, you see what's happening? She's starting to get more self-esteem and feel good about herself because you're actually doing the proper things like everybody should. Unfortunately, since Lizzo lost weight, some of her fans, mainly women, are unhappy about her weight loss, which I think is crazy. And I'm going to play a video about another woman who saw that same thing.
Are in a motherfucking uproar. Like, they're literally mad. I've been seeing think pieces and videos of bigger girls saying, oh, she's a traitor. How she gonna lose weight? Oh, blah, blah, blah. Now they're saying that she's on, you know, Ozempic, you know, the little jab that cinch your waist in like this. Personally, I know a lot of people are going to feel offended, but the average person, if they had a choice whether or not to be height, weight, proportionate according to, you know, what you should be, they would choose that. I know that there's a lot of factors as to why some people are overweight, but if the average person had a choice, they would not be overweight. And I know there are going to be some people that say, oh, just because I'm overweight don't mean I'm not healthy. That's true too. But majority of the time when you are overweight, some health complications can happen. We just got to be honest about that. But I just think that mostly everybody wants to be fit. That's it. And I don't think that she's going against the body positivity movement. I figure it was more so like, love yourself no matter what size you are. but she used to love to say, kiss my big fat ass. So I wonder what her slogan is going to be now. Anyways, what y'all think? Do y'all think that she's no longer a part of the body positivity movement? Because sis is snatched. Lizzo looks small. Like, I don't know what size she is. It's still giving, you know, like small BBW, but she's not nearly as big as she used to be. So what do y'all think? Spread love is the Brooklyn way. I think she looks great.
See, she's seeing it as well. Now, the only thing is, which I don't get, that should be the real body positivity. You change your lifestyle, you make great habits, and what do you see? You see the change. She's losing weight. She's feeling good about herself. Her self-esteem is going up. It's no different if you study for a test, you get a good grade. You're going to feel good about yourself because you put in the work. So the same thing should apply. And that's my only disagreement with body positivity. To me, body positivity, how some people use it, not all, but they use it as a cope to feel good about obesity. Men and women, let me tell you this, there is nothing cool about obesity. If your parents and family and friends are praising you for being obese and thinking that's okay, no, it's not. Now, I'm not saying they should condemn you for it, but let's be real, it's not healthy. And even in the video that I just showed you, she even said if the majority of people had a choice, they would choose to be fit. But people aren't willing to put in the work, the dedication, and the time. Now you're seeing Lizzo's transformation because she's doing the right things. And I'm proud of her for this, and hopefully people who see this, it motivates them to work out, because as I've said in a lot of my videos, y'all do know how important working out is. And I don't care who you are, you should at least be working out 4 to 5 times a week. Now, I'm not saying you need to be 7% body fat, but in my personal opinion, nobody should want to be obese. Now, I know a lot of people talk about being overweight as far as an athlete like a lineman. Okay, but that's exception to the rule. A majority of us work a 9 to 5. We're not on the O line or D line. And y'all, it's great to be back. You can see, you're gonna see me posting more and showing you more about my life. And also I plan to go to the Golden State Atlanta Hawks game, so I'm definitely gonna vlog that. But y'all, I gotta go. Actually, I gotta go for a run before I go to work. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Be active. Of course, have fun. Get in the gym. And I'll see y'all in the next video.